Okay, guys and gals, how are you today? This is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and this is a quickie before I do my drain. You can see the drain for the shower stall coming through the floor up there, and I have to cut. You can see the red mark right there. I'm going to be cutting that. And then I have another one back here somewhere that I can't see in the camera at the moment, but it's back there, trust me. And that's so I can put my TY in there. And I've also done some repair work to the flooring. I filled in the hole up there, and that's screwed down through the subfloor up top, or through the underlayment, I should say. And you can see the screw heads poking through there just barely. And then I sistered some plywood scabs on either side of that floor joist. That's the floor joist that was all hacked out for the original drain from the tub. That's where the drain came down through. So without further talking, let me get busy and get to work. This could get dirty, so I'm got you back here out of the way. That wasn't so bad, was it? Now if I could just find where I put my other mark. Oh, it's way over here, I see it. Right alongside this other water line. Hopefully I will be careful and not hit that water line. Bombs away! Well, that's not bad. Actually, it should be fairly dry in there because I haven't been using the toilet or the sink or anything beyond this point right here. This is the drain for the washing machine, so it should be running that way. So my next thing is to clean this all up. Take the burrs off the edges. Glad to see that it's clean inside there. That means that it has not been just setting in there, and it has enough of a pitch for the water to run and the sewerage stuff to run. Putting these pieces together. Now, this piece is going to go on here, and it's going to slide in. To get up in there as tight as I can get it. But before I do that, I need to slide this dooflicky on here, because there's no way I'm moving this. Is not going to move enough to, no, that ain't going to move enough to go back to slide pieces in. So we're going to be using this rubber thing, this joiner. Loosen up these clamps. Right back there. Then I got to cut a little sleeve. Whoop, this is going to go in here. I got to cut a sleeve to go and stick out here so that I can slide this up in there and then slide it over. And my sleeve needs to be at least an inch long. Am I going to have an inch? No, not quite. So that means I need to cut this piece back just a hair more, or cut this one a hair more. This could stand to be squared up, but I don't want to cut it much more because I can't go in any further than that. That's about as far as that's going to go, and that's just about right where it's at. So I'm going to slice this back just a little bit more. So to do that, I'm going to slide this down in there further, like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll cut it this side and put a longer piece on there. Oh, I'll bring you back. You don't need to watch me do all this. I'll bring you back when I get it hooked up. How's that? Well, guys and gals, here's the finished product. It's a thing of beauty, ain't it? Yep. Thankful for the disconnect there, right at the top of the trap. That made it possible to get the last pieces together. But yeah, not exactly what I would call a fun project. We got 22.5 degree and 90 degree elbows, and yeah, all kinds of stuff going on to get it to work. But it's on there, and I think it'll work. I won't find out for a while. Maybe on Monday I will run some water down it, check for leaks, you know what I mean? I don't expect there'll be any. Oh, now I can call the building inspector and have him come and do my plumbing inspection. Yeah, and look at my clearance in there. I didn't realize when I put this copper tubing in that it was going to be right in the way, because originally when I had planned this, I thought that my TY was going to be back here where the hanger is, and that I was actually going to go up and go over the cutout that was already there in the floor. And I didn't realize that wasn't going to work for sure. So we got it in there anyway, and everything's clearing, and I'm happy as a pig in a mud puddle. So until next time, this is George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, saying thanks for following along. It's all just fun and games, ain't it? Bye now.